Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for watching the video. First of all, I guess it's not actually afternoon for some of you. Could be evening or late night. If it's the middle of the night and you're a kid, go to bed. You should be in bed. You have school. I just want to make a quick video. There are a lot of things going on this week that a lot of you have never experienced before, and some things that are actually variable that could be confusing. So I want to try to get as much information on this as I can and do it as quickly as I can. So first of all, some of you probably don't even know what the area contest is. We had the region contest, the UIL region contest this past Saturday, and to qualify for area, you have to get a first division, which we did. So now we go up against two other regions in addition to ours at the area contest, and that is actually the last step before the state marching band contest. So as it looks right now, we do have a time, a tentative time. Two of the regions, of the three regions, have already have already gone to contest. Ours and one other, and then there's the Austin area region contest is on Tuesday. So we don't have an exact time. So what they do is they pre-draw everyone's place. So we drew 10th out of however many bands make it. That has us right now scheduled at 12:45 warm-up in Pflugerville. We are the second band after the lunch break. So why that's important is because of the morning bands. If two of those bands don't get first divisions, that would mean that we would bump up two places, which would mean we would go probably 2 hours earlier, which really makes for a very long day since we're coming from Floresville. I will not know that until Tuesday evening, so that's one of the variables I was talking about. I will not have the full schedule for Saturday until Wednesday. So let's move on. Rehearsal schedule this week. Rehearsal schedule will be regular schedule. Monday 4:30 to 7, Tuesday 4:30 to 7, Thursday 4:30 to 6:30. Now, there are some weather concerns, again, another variable. If it looks like rain tomorrow evening, then I will backload the rehearsal on Thursday. In other words, we would have a shorter rehearsal tomorrow and then more rehearsal on Thursday. Now, there's also rain scheduled for Thursday. So this is just gonna have to be adaptable, and we will go with it as best we can. We will not cancel rehearsal. If it is pouring down rain, we will do something inside. Everything we need to do this week is to get better. If we have to work on visuals or posture or marching in the gym like we did last week, anything we're going to do, we will still do. We will still have rehearsal time. Speaking of that, it is important that we have everyone at rehearsal. I know there are a lot of conflicts. There are a lot of things going on. It seems like some of them were last week, and maybe we are not going to have those conflicts. But it is absolutely imperative that we have as many people in rehearsal all the time as we can. Everyone has got to be there. There may be a couple of changes. There may be some small changes for visuals in different places, things like that. But really, the main thing is we've got to get everybody practicing all the time. So that is of utmost importance that we have great attendance for rehearsals. Okay, I'm going to move on. Oh, this is kind of cool. This really doesn't have anything to do with rehearsal. Probably 10 years ago, the seniors took it upon themselves to wear all of their band shirts. So Tuesday, they wore the band shirt from their freshman year. So this year's seniors, I believe that would be shift. And then on Wednesday, juniors and seniors would wear that shirt, which was, of course, true colors. And then Thursday, sophomores, juniors, and seniors would wear the La La Land shirt. And then Friday, of course, we'll wear the MTB shirt. And then Saturday, everybody's wearing the Something Wicked shirt. I think it's a cool thing to, again, find our place in history. So I'd like to continue that this week if we can. Let's talk about area. I'm sorry, there's one other thing. Parents, if you would like to help, or if you'd like to contribute to it, there's some parent events going on this week. I'm sure all of that is going to be on the Mighty Tiger Band Boosters Facebook page. Check there and you can get all the information you need. So the area bands. I found out yesterday that I have actually been under a misconception. I've been saying for 2 years that the Leander bands are in our area. So apparently what happened, and some of you know this story, the Dripping Springs Marching Band won the state marching contest several years ago. 2 years later, they didn't even qualify for the state marching contest because the Leander schools beat them. So apparently, in the interim, there were some complaints made, and they had changed the area. So The Leander bands are no longer in our area. So going through state does not mean going through Leander, which was a big deal because 2 years ago, 3 Leander schools finished 1, 2, 3 at the state marching contest. So that is a big deal for us. So what that means, we still have Dripping Springs. They're in the Austin area, or the Austin region rather. But those 3 Leander schools that are assumed to be going on are no longer there. So as I see it, Dripping Springs is probably the clear favorite to take first. And then after that, it is whoever's game. So I 100% feel like we are in the mix. I don't feel like we are just going to go through the motions and try to do our best. I absolutely feel like we are in that mix for those top few spots. There are some other good bands, of course. And this is not like our usual contest where we show up and we're the best band and everybody knows we're the best band. There are a lot of good bands that are going to be there. So, but that is great news for us. Like I said, I absolutely feel like we are in that mix. So again, rehearsal is important. We need to have everyone at rehearsal. Okay, Saturday, actually I've already covered some of these. So let me just see here. Oh, Saturday, all of our food is going to be provided. This is a playoff situation, so the district pays for food and transportation for playoffs. And the boosters are going to do pancake breakfast for us before we leave. So if you see a booster, make sure you thank them. Not just for that, but for everything that they do. And you know exactly what the boosters do. Make sure that the boosters are appreciated because they do so much for us. All of us do it together. We could not do it without them. They are an integral part of what we do. So again, say thank you, and we got breakfast. I think I've covered the other things about Saturday. Let me just quickly check my schedule. I think that's everything I wanted to cover. The last thing I would like to say is a quote. It's from a book called Illusions by Richard Bach. And in that book, one of the characters says, "You are never given a wish without also being given the power to make it true. You may have to work for it, however." So for all of us, I think that the state marching contest is a wish. And for some of us, it's a dream we've had for a long time. And it is not going to happen unless we work for it. And we are going to work as hard as we can. We're going to work like the Mighty Tiger Band. And we're going to do everything we can Saturday to finish up at the top. All right. I love you guys. See you tomorrow.